Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2. Here today on the channel, we have a 1v1 battle, a land battle between the Roman Republic and Numidia. It's going to be a good one. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. So let's set the scenario. The Roman Legion 1 has invaded North Africa after successfully taking Carthage. They've pushed westward to try and deal with the Numidians, and they've got, well, other plans to that, I guess. So we are playing on a land battle map, so it's not a flat battle either as well. There is some rolling hills over to the left hand side here, which the Romans are going to have to watch out for. So they've got a bunch of principes, got some equites on the far right as well, so decent triarii and equites and principes and astati, so more melee focused swordsmen, some spearmen there with the triarii and cavalry, while the Numidians have a lot more skirmisher ability and light and quick units. It's going to be a good one. So the Romans are slowly but surely advancing into no man's land. Let's see how the Marsali deal with this. Oh, so it looks like, there's been a surprise attack here, a bit of an ambush, as the Numidians have pushed up some Javcav, and they are just peppering on through the Roman villetes here, or their skirmishers that are occupying the left. They are just getting smashed on through. So fierce fighting has already broken out. Now the Roman infantry's retaliating with some Pila, while the Roman javelins are just trying to re-answer as well. So already the Numidians, with their skirmisher supremacy, really want to try and pepper the advancing Romans, because at the end of the day, they don't want to be like Carthage and be led to destruction by the Romans, because they've got a pretty strong holding in North Africa, having Carthage and Thapsus. They push westward, and they've been intercepted here by a roaming Numidian horde, and they're already now just really peppering to the Romans' front line. Unfortunately, the Roman cavalry was so heavily sided on that far right side, they're actually taking quite a while now to reorganize and move and deal with this huge left-hand side attack by the Numidians, and they've gained the high ground there as well. So if the Romans have to advance and push up, the high ground and the topography of this battle map is not going to be conducive, particularly to an offensive assault, because they need to get those Tarentine infantry, and oh my god, they're just getting brutalized there. That poor fella lost his arm, and the Numidians have really caught them in here. Skirmish fire is trading. We've got some triarii trying to regain some control and stranglehold back some Roman discipline and authority in this match. But the Marsali and the Numidians are just wreaking havoc over the battlefield. The Romans have swung some cavalry over here, but honestly, it might be a little bit too late, because the Numidians have now bunkered on in and have cemented themselves atop of this treacherous hill and high ground. However, you can never count out the Roman Republic. Let me know in the comments, who do you think's going to win? The Numidians or the Romans? Pat yourself on the back if you do get it right in the future. Alright, so they're just trading at the moment. So it looks like the Romans are really trying to go for it a bit, but they are getting caught in some precarious areas. That guy fell through a poor horse. So I will be doing more battle replays on the channel across all Total Wars. So feel free if you want to send me a battle replay, preferably online multiplayer. But I do the occasional AI one. For example, this is an AI battle. The human player is a Roman, while the Massalii is actually the AI. This is from someone's campaign, I believe. That's where the scenario is. So yeah, feel free to send me over your save and battle replays over on my Discord. There's a channel there and there's some rules, so go check that out. But so far, Rome has now swung back the balance of power to a 50-50. They are losing some units here and there, and they've been caught on the other side of the hill here, charging on over. They've just been surrounded here as these Numidian Guard are smashing their way on through. Every time they're just trying to advance and push over the hill, the Romans have been caught, and I believe the Roman general's probably about to fall here as well. He's been surrounded. Although the Romans have the equipment and the training and the weaponry, can't really do too much about the numerical supremacy of the Numidians. And it's not hard to equip a couple boys with a sword and a shield and a toga. And missile fire is still raining on out. Okay, so the battle is broken up into 3 battles here at the moment. The Roman center is actually still holding, as the Numidian swordsmen are trying to push here. The Hastati Principe and the Triarii are just holding. There's even some Samnite soldiers here as well. While any other Roman unit that's tried to ascend the hill, although they're winning on this right-hand side, they've lost on the left. But they are absolutely exhausted. Moving from one side to the battlefield to the other. It's going to be such a close result for either side. It's definitely not going to be a decisive victory. It could be very well a costly or a Pyrrhic in the end. Because the Numidians seem to just be regathering there, and they've lost that left-hand side hill push. And now there's more wavering in the center. Ironically, the Romans have been divided and conquered in this battle, and they've been really punished there. I believe that was an Italian swordsman there. So they brought a really cool and unique roster from the peninsula after conquering Carthage in Sicily. This is going to be a massive blow to the Roman conquest of North Africa if they are to lose. Which, to be honest, as this battle keeps on raging and going on, I don't know if this Roman consul will be able to pull this one out the bag. Because they are just getting absolutely ramroded by cavalry and lighter units. They've just been surrounded by all sides. The AI is actually giving a really quite impressive and valiant attack and final stand against the Romans. They are really just carving on through the Roman war machine like a hot knife through butter. And they are just mopping up the last of the poor Roman infantry here. And it looks like, unless they can get a formation here or maybe just go on up, that, yeah, they're just not going to be able to hold on here. More Numidian reinforcements coming on in. And you'd imagine that the last unit on this hillside here is probably going to be melted away. Yeah, there was just a lot of things not going well for the Romans. They got caught with their cavalry too far away from their other flank. And the Numidians did the really smart play of taking the high ground and allowed the Romans to try and ascend it, and whenever they did, they wrapped around them. But it looks like the Numidians got the better of this Roman player here. As you wouldn't imagine now, this battle probably hasn't got too much longer. Yeah, it's only got 2 minutes or so. As the Numidians just try to run down the last of these brave Roman Principes. And there's more Massalia, hammer and anvil charges coming on in as well. Look at that. Just trying to break on through the shield wall and embedded Roman infantry there. They're still battling out here. I thought that'd be alright. I thought they'd be capitulated. Yeah, those Numidian swords are actually doing alright against the Triarii, and vice versa. But yeah, the Romans only have 3 units here left now. I can't wait to see the casualties sustained and inflicted for this one. I want to read the stats. I want to go through the statistics, as this is quite a costly defeat for the Romans, you'd imagine. The Hastati unit here is now wavering and has completely melted on through away. Yeah, so there's some companion hoplites here. You'd imagine they got recruited from southern Italy. Potentially Taurus or Tarento, that are more ethnically Greek than Roman, because they're, yeah, from what I could sort of see, drizzled out through this army, there was a lot of Italian allied units that were, well, put to the slaughter in the end. So a close defeat for the Romans. Okay, wow. So, looking at the stats, the Romans deployed 4,370 and lost 2,080. So that was the human player. The Numidians deployed 5,200. So they outnumbered them by about 1,000. They lost 1.8. Looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted. Oh wow, the Roman spearmen didn't do too well. The swordsmen did the best, but the Numidians, man, crikey, look at that. Some even the lighter infantry. How did that sword unit get 300 kills? Just surrounding. That's awesome. Anyway, good victory by the AI. I quite like the look of that one. That's why I occasionally don't mind the human versus CPU battles, because you can still get some good ones. Sometimes human paths and tactics can get a little bit predictable, and sometimes the AI can be quite unorthodox in its approach sometimes. For bad, mostly, but sometimes for good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for more battle replays on the channel, more campaigns in the future, and I'm going to play the outro now. Take care, boys. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you want to stay connected with me. I also want to say thank you to this month's patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tao, Lion B, Kyle P, Tom C, and White P. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.